Yeah, hi everyone, Mr. Markwick here. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to multiply and divide algebraic fractions. Just referring back to some of the basics from multiplying and dividing fractions and also multiplying and dividing algebraic expressions and then combining those skills. So just a quick refresher, when we are multiplying two fractions, whether they're algebraic or not, we multiply the numerator by the numerator and the denominator by the denominator separately. So you can see in this example, 2x over 5 times by 10y over 3. We do 2x times by 10y, and then we do 5 times by 3 separately. And then we look to simplify our answer by finding any common factors that appear in the numerator and the denominator and cancelling those out. When we're dividing algebraic fractions or just fractions in general, it says to take the reciprocal of the second fraction and then multiply. Now, there's multiple ways of doing this. I find this is the easiest way to do it. So we multiply by the reciprocal of that second fraction. What is a reciprocal? The reciprocal of an algebraic fraction is formed by swapping the numerator and the denominator. So in this example where we see 2a over 5 divided by 3b over 4, what we've simply done is we've swapped the numerator and the denominator in this second fraction. Okay, not in both fractions, just in that second fraction, and then it becomes multiply. So then I can do numerator times by numerator and denominator times by denominator. It's as simple as that. So let's get into a few examples here today. The first one I have is 2a times by 3b, so 2a over 5 times by 3b over 7. So like I said, we're just doing numerator times by numerator, so it's 2a times by 3b and 5 times by 7. So 2a times by 3b, 2 times by 3 is 6, a times by b is ab, so my answer is 6ab, and my numerators, 5 times by 7 is 35. At this point, I can look for common factors to try and cancel out. 6 and 35 don't have any common factors, so that's as far as I can go. That's my final answer. When we do look to simplify, you can actually look to simplify before you multiply algebraic fractions or fractions in general. I actually wait until I've done my numerator times my numerator, denominator times my denominator. I find that easier, but you know, there's multiple ways of doing things. I'm going to show you the way I do it. If you do it a different way, that's great too. Anyway, in this case, we've got 4x over 15 times by 3y over 2. And again, numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. 4x times by 3y is 12xy. 15 times by 2 is 30. And at this point, I can simplify because 12 and 30 are both divisible by 6. Okay, 12 divided by 6 is 2. 30 divided by 6 is 5. So my final answer is 2xy over 5. So that's it for multiplying fractions. Numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator, and then look to simplify by cancelling out any common factors. The second example I'll go through today is dividing algebraic fractions. Remember, what we're going to do is we're just going to take that second fraction and flip it. So we're multiplying the reciprocal, essentially. Okay, so 3a over 8 divided by b over 5 will actually become 3a over 8 times by 5 over b. Okay, and then again, it's numerator times numerator and denominator times denominator. So 3a times by 5 is 15a. Oops. Sorry, guys. Is 15a. And 8 times by b is 8b. Again, look for any common factors. 15 and 8 don't have any common factors, so that's my final answer. Last example, again, same thing. We're just going to flip that second fraction. Okay, we're not flipping both. We're just flipping the second one to make it a multiply. So 3u over 4 divided by 15p over 2 becomes 3u over 4 times by 2 over 15p. Okay, again, it's numerator times numerator, so 3u times by 2 over 4 times by 15p. 3 times by 2 is 6, so 6u over 4 times by 15 is 60, so 60p. Again, look for common factors. Obviously, 6 and 60 are both divisible by 6. Excuse me, so 6 divided by 6 is 1. 60 divided by 6 is 10. So my final simplified answer is 1u over 10p, or simply u over 10p. Remember, if the coefficient is 1, quite often it's left out when we're doing algebra. So there it is, guys, multiplying and dividing algebraic fractions. Hopefully that helps.